Hey there! Just wanted to make a short video to address some of the replies on my Aeropress Soup video from YouTube and Reddit comments. In the background, I've brewed coffee. On the left using the inverted method, on the right using the Aeropress Soup methodology. The details are in the description. Same dose, same grind size, same ratios, but different water temperatures and techniques. I will be diluting them equally, just to compare them visually, which does not tell you the extraction yields in any way, but it is still interesting to compare and see the differences in the concentration of at least colored compounds. Why should you try this Aeropress Soup recipe and not just brew with longer immersion inverted methods or even standard Aeropress? First, they are fundamentally different types of brew. The inverted method is first and foremost an immersion brew, whereas the Aeropress Soup is almost purely percolation method. There is a difference in the extracted compounds and it ultimately affects the taste of the brew. Second, the Aeropress Soup methodology produces cleaner cups. When you do the inverted method, guess what? The fines will be the first to settle down on the paper filter, after which they will clog the filter and get into the finished cup. I've done plenty of brews using the inverted method, and each time the coffee has much more fines at the bottom compared to the Aeropress Soup methodology. The coffee bed in the Aeropress Soup method provides you with a very good filtration. And that leads to the third point. Tamping the grounds is absolutely necessary. It creates a more even coffee bed even after you pour your water. Whereas in the standard Aeropress or in the inverted method, there's no bed to begin with, up until the grounds settle down. Making a coffee puck also lets you soak the grounds more evenly to initiate the percolation without much resistance, which ultimately results in the shorter brew time, around 40 to 60 seconds compared to 2 minutes of inverted method. The last point that I want to address is the soak temperature. Yes, in my recipe, I used room temperature water, which dropped the extraction temperature theoretically to around 70 degrees, even with the boiling water. This is a work in progress recipe, and I wanted to share to let more people to try it out and experiment with this method. The idea is to use water with lower temperature to not initiate the carbon dioxide release and preserve the coffee bed. Hypothetically, you can increase your soak temperature even higher, but that creates some logistical issues to solve, such as too much soak duration while waiting for the water in the kettle to boil. I'll definitely experiment with it, but for now I believe that the coffee is still being extracted at higher temperatures than 70 degrees that I've previously mentioned, because of the faster flow of the hot water through the puck. So, which method gives you higher extraction yields? I don't know, because I do not have a refractometer. What I can tell you is try the Aeropress Soup method yourself. The brew from the inverted method has a thicker mouthfeel, less acidity and more roasty flavors. The Aeropress Soup in comparison is a cleaner cup, has a brighter acidity and more floral, fruity aromas. Of course, it is all subjective, and what I enjoy might not be what you enjoy. Try it and let me know in the comments. Have you tried the Aeropress Soup recipe? Did you like it? How does it compare to other methods of brewing coffee? Until next time.